Hi everyone, welcome in to this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all had a good week. In this week's Parsha, Parshas Pinchas, we learn about 5 incredible women. These women were the daughters of Tzalafchad, who had passed away, and Hashem had already apportioned the different parts of Israel to the different peoples. And they came along, as the verse says, in front of Moses, in front of Elazar, in front of the entire assembly, in front of all the leaders. Here are 5 women that are presenting themselves in front of great men. And they came with a request, and they said, listen, our father wasn't such a bad guy. He didn't do a sin together with the rest of the assembly. He died for his own sin. But nevertheless, that sin was not a grave enough sin that we should thereby lose out a portion in the land of Israel, because our father was not given a portion. And they presented this case to Moses and to all the other leaders at the time. And imagine this daunting task of standing in front of the greatest of the people. And these 5 women had the urge and the power from within to come forward with this request. Now, don't confuse. This request was not just to be able to have some land, to be able to own property and become wealthy or be owners of property. Rather, what it was about is that they wanted a portion in the holiness of Israel, because that would eventually become their inheritance to their children. And their children would look up, and because our mothers wanted, and they had this longing for this greatness, to be able to be attached to greatness and to holiness, and thereby they're also becoming attached to Hashem, that's really the inheritance that they're giving over to the children. It's not about this piece of land. And they came along to Moses and said, Lama nigara, why should we lose out? Why should we not have a portion in the land that our father was supposed to go to our father? And Moshe went and asked Hashem, hey, what's the story over here? And Hashem told him that women also have a share in the laws of inheritance. The laws of inheritance, therefore, came by through these 5 women who felt that they would be lacking. We also see this similar idea when it came to those that cannot bring the offering of the Karban Pesach, of the Pesach offering, because there were certain people that were too far away or that they were impure, and they came to Moses and said, hey, why should we lose out on this great mitzvah? And because of them, Moshe was taught from Hashem the laws of the Pesach Sheni. And so therefore, what we have to learn from this is that sometimes a situation can be daunting, or who are we to say something? If you feel you have something to do because of your service towards Hashem and you want to have a part in that, don't take a no for an answer and don't be daunted. Be undaunted and do what you have to do, because you never know. Part of Hashem's Torah can even be taught through you. And that was the merit that these women had. And to reiterate again, it wasn't because they wanted a land. The real inheritance that they wanted to give over to their children was the attachment that one can have towards Hashem. And you can only have that attachment when you have that yearning, that desire, that longing to be a part of Hashem's plan and part of Hashem's Torah. Have a great Shabbos. Thanks for listening.